thanks for joining me. I just wanted to do a bit of a recap video, if you like, a bit of another, I suppose, a third edition Haunt Chat. I just wanted to just chat about a few things. First off, I want to just say to anyone who's not aware, today is Queen Studios Balrog pre-order day, official, today. Now, I noticed on a couple of sites, it has already sold out. On those distributors, they're showing that certain editions were no longer available. So you'll have to shop around and look for any of you that are interested and wanting to pre-order that. Good luck. I hope you all manage to get what you want. Also, Queen Studios put out a post yesterday which they were addressing some of the issues that people, not issues that people had, the questions that were raised. I screenshot it, so I'll post it up here so you can see for yourselves. But basically, I myself was asked a couple of these questions, so I'll just cover them very quickly. The large head, if you were to just opt for the large head, yes, it does light up. The eyes and mouth light up. If you were to opt for the large head with the base, again, the head and mouth light up, and the base has its own separate light up feature as well. So there's that. On the smaller version, it only comes as the head and the base. You can't get just the head, it's the head and the base, and that lights up as well. I'll post again the picture I posted on my last video with it's got the prices on there, but it's also got the sizes as well. So if you sort of pause the video and screenshot whatever, you can see what all the scales are for those. So I hope that helps. Now, as I said in my previous video, and somebody actually asked me in one of the comments, because I've ordered the Balrog bust, I've got to cancel a few bits and pieces. And yesterday I did cancel some stuff, and I've had the emails today. So I wanted to just briefly say what I've cancelled, so you're sort of up to date with what's not coming and why. So first of all, I decided to pick one from Weta and one from Prime One, and I already had ones in my mind that were always going to be number one to be cancelled. So from Weta Workshop, I've sadly cancelled the 1/6 scale Sauron piece. And I think most of you can appreciate and understand why I've gone for that one. You know, I'm sort of gutted that I'm not going to get it, but it's 1/6 scale and I've got a quarter one by Prime One, and it's fantastic. And I just don't think the 1/6 scale one by Weta, even though it looks superb, I just don't think it's ever going to be able to compete with what I've got. And it's nearly £1,000 on its own. Do you know what I mean? It's a 1/6 scale and it's 900 and something pounds, and I paid £1,100 for a quarter scale one. So yeah, so sadly that's been cancelled. That pre-order's been cancelled. So there's at least one available for anybody that maybe wanted to go for that piece and didn't get it. I can guarantee you there's one available. And that just helps me actually segue neatly into something else while we're on the subject of Sauron. I noticed that Weta Studios actually posted a picture of the actual Sauron armour that they used in the film. And they was there with a few of the Weta guys. I think one was the armourer who actually built it, and maybe a designer, I can't remember exactly. And I took a screenshot of that, so I'll post that as well. And I was just amazed to see that the actual armour, as I said in one of my earlier videos, he is slim. As I said, Sauron was thin. The armour was supposed to be thin, because I know people were commenting on the Prime One Sauron being too slim. And I was like, well, no, I know in that one scene he looks really broad, but I said at the time, I'm pretty sure that is just caused by camera, you know, the effects that they've used. That's what has caused him to appear broader than he should be. I was always confident that he is supposed to be slim. And looking at this photograph, and you can now see for yourselves, if you look, that he is slim. And not only that, the head, because a lot of people said that the head armour, that Prime One hadn't got it right. Well, I'm sorry guys, they have, because I've looked and I've put it next to him. And you know, there are small differences, especially in the shoulder pauldrons, but it's hard to tell because of the camera angle of that one image. but I said that the Prime One piece was 95% there, and I now firmly stand by that. And in fact, I would say I would be harsh saying 90% there. I think it's 95% there. There's minor inaccuracies, but that is all. So I suppose the moral of this is, guys, which I knew it myself anyway, but for any of you out there who maybe are new to this or just getting into statues and you're on some of the groups, don't get too down about people negatively commenting. You'll always get that. You'll get that on any and every statue that comes out. You know, you've got some people who maybe, for whatever reason, maybe they had a bad run-in with them or what, I don't know, or they just don't like the whatever. They're always going to be down on a certain company or a certain piece or whatever. And you're always going to get that. And one of the guys I know online, I've known him for a couple of years now, and he's been collecting longer than me. He always said to me, he said, you know what, Jay, statue collectors moan, and they moan all the time. And they do. They moan all the bloody time. You're always, and it's not just statue collecting, it's every walk of life and everything that we all do. You're always going to have them negative people. You're always going to get negative comments from people being negative for whatever reason. So don't let that put you off. If you see a piece and you like it and you want it and you can afford it, my advice is always go for it. Always go for it. And I'm not in any way knocking people, those out there who give the constructive criticisms against pieces. You know, it's genuine and accurate and heartfelt criticism that is justifiable. I'm not knocking them guys at all, because we need that. I did that myself with the Sauron piece, my favourite statue, the best statue I've ever had. He's going to take some knocking off the top spot for me as well. But I was honest about the chainmail part and all that. And that'll be the same with any and every statue I ever own. I will always be bluntly honest about things that I don't like or I'm not happy with, or things that I feel are maybe a slight failing in the statue. But I can only critique on things that I can clearly see, or I have the piece and I know what the issue is. And it's the same with stuff that's coming out. If I think it's not very good, I'll say it's not very good. I think it's not very good because I can only give you my honest opinion. So, yeah, I don't want to go too much further down that, because I don't want to start having sort of debates about it. Everybody's got their own opinion, but I totally accept that. But for me, you do get a lot of people being very negative, and you certainly get a lot of bandwagons joining on with that as well, you know. And so, yeah, don't let that get you. Let's keep going on my other, which leads nicely into my other cancellation, which is a Prime One piece. And sadly, because I was really looking forward to getting this piece, guys, I was so looking forward to it, but I've cancelled the half scale Prime One Black Label Terminator, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. He was number one. He was always going to be number one of my cancellations, because I don't have display room for it now. Simple as that. I've had so many pre-orders come along since him, and it's been delayed. And I don't know if you all know this or not, but now you used to be able to just cancel. It used to be like a button you could just click and cancel. You can't do that now. You have to email Prime One. You have to email Weta as well. You have to actually email them, give the item number and what have you, and yeah, and give them, and send them a cancellation email, and they get back to you. Now, I presume that you don't have to give a reason. No, I did. I emailed Weta and I emailed Prime One, and I said, look, I'm very sorry, but I'm cancelling this piece for such and such a reason. And my reasons were genuine. The one reason I was blunt honest with them, you've delayed it till next year, and I've now got other stuff coming out in that time, which I've now pre-ordered, and I simply don't have display room for it, and I'm altering how I'm doing my display, etc. So I felt it was only polite to give a reason why I'm cancelling it, because it's not something I take lightly, cancelling. I don't like messing people around, you know, Prime One or Weta or anybody else come to that matter. I know that certainly with Weta, they've done these statues which are made to an edition order from pre-orders, and then, you know, you're backing out of the purchase, which I don't like to do it. But as you all know from watching my videos, I've got genuine reasons now to have to, sadly, cancel two. Well, it's going to be more than a couple of pieces. There's at least two more going to have to be cancelled at some point. So today I got an email back from Weta. Yes, cancellation. Thank you very much anyway. Blah, blah, blah. Nice email. Appreciate it. Thank you. I altered because I keep a list of everything I've got on pre-order and how much it's cost and how much shipping is. Blah, blah, blah. I just like to keep track of all that. And then I got an email back off Prime One. You again. Thank you very much, but we've cancelled your order. Everything's cancelled, so I took the terminate. Then I noticed I had an email off PayPal. And I was like, oh, sorry, refund. Prime One refunded me my non-returnable deposit from my cancellation of the Terminator piece. I've not had a shipping email with an escalated shipping cost on it. But they've refunded it me. Now, I was really incredibly chuffed about that, and I'm wanting to mention this now because, oh, and just so we know, for those of you who maybe don't know, we're not talking 20-30 quid here. I tell you now what it was exactly £172. So not a couple of quid, it's a sizable amount of money. Now, I know I'm a bit of a Prime One fanboy. I don't pretend to not be. I think Prime One are literally one of the best statue companies out there. And I know Prime One have been slated horrendously online these last 12 months because of the escalated shipping costs, and a lot of people I've read on so many comments where people have said, oh, Prime One are doing this to get more money out of us, blah, 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 they're ripping us off, Prime One are crap and all this stuff. Well, to all those people who thought that and think that, first of all, have you not been watching what's going on in the world? COVID, everything's gone up. But, excuse me, to think that Prime One are ripping us off. Now, this is why I'm bringing this up now. They didn't have to give me that money back. I wasn't expecting it back, but they have, because they can see that I'm a customer who's made purchases from them. They know that the COVID thing is affecting all of us. And obviously the shipping costs are now extortionate. So clearly this is sort of a goodwill gesture from them, that when things have been delayed or shipping costs have gone up and people are cancelling for valid reasons, well, they certainly have. I can only go by what's happening with me. They've given me my deposit back, which is fantastic. I think that is absolutely fantastic. Now, people go on about Sideshow having fantastic customer care, which they do have, incidentally. But I can remember reading something online. Someone said, yeah, but a lot of places that have great customer care have it because they need it. And a lot of people said, Prime One don't really communicate that much. They're quite a closed shop. And I'm fine with that, because this to me is fantastic customer care, because I'm a customer and I've had to cancel a piece for a valid and genuine reason, and without me asking, without any prompt or anything like that, they have given me my deposit back. They've refunded me my deposit, and that to me is exceptionally fantastic of them. So do you know what, Prime One, if any of you are watching, huge thumbs up from me. And to any of you people out there who maybe have read negative things about Prime One, or maybe you're one of the people who is a bit negative about Prime One, just think on this, because I think that's really, really good. And I'm really impressed with that. So yeah, that's it really. I don't want to go any further down that avenue, but I just thought it was worth mentioning that, because I was pretty blown away by that today, and I'm really, really chuffed. So right, I'm going to wrap this up now. I just wanted to bang this out quickly while this stuff was all going on in my head. And thank you all for watching. I hope you like the change of scenery. Somebody had asked about me showing some of my art pieces off that I've got, art prints and what have you. So I thought what I do is, when I do these videos, I'll do them with some of my art pieces behind so you can see. Obviously, this is the Weta Workshop paper Glycine, is it Glycine, of Middle Earth, which is fab. I absolutely love it. And that frame cost a bloody fortune. So yeah, I'll catch you all on the next video, which will probably be the weekend now, guys. To be honest with you, I've got a very busy couple of days coming up at work, and I've got a Christmas party on Friday, assuming that all goes ahead, because COVID's going a little bit crazy again over here now. So yeah, it'll probably be Saturday or Sunday now before I get a video out. If I can get one out before then, I will do. But thank you all for watching. Thank you to everyone who's subscribing and commenting. I really appreciate all those comments that are coming in. Some of you, really great stuff you've been sending me, and I thank you ever so much. Thank you ever so much for watching. Those who haven't subscribed, please subscribe and keep the comments coming, guys, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Cheers. I'm going now, and I'll catch you all soon.